I was a forward observer for artillery, and my head should have been down, but it was up.
Former Marine Scout Sergeant John Fales lost his sight in 1966 during a deadly ambush in Vietnam.
I wasn't a happy camper. It was very difficult to kind of adjust.
He spent the next several years learning things like Braille and how to move around with a cane through rehabilitation services at the VA. He went on to get his bachelor's and then master's in education.
During this period of time, all the new technologies were developed, which has made it a lot easier.
In 1985, at the urging of blinded World War II veteran Buck Gillespie,
he says, you got to help your fellow blinded vets.
Fales teamed up with 2 other blinded veterans to launch the Blinded American Veterans Foundation, a nonprofit aimed primarily at informing veterans about the rapidly increasing resources available to them.
This technology is not worth a darn if the blinded vet doesn't know about it.
There will be a meeting of the Committee on Veterans Affairs.
One piece of technology Fales promotes is the Kurzweil reading machine, which allows him to use a computer just as someone with sight would. Another is called the Script Talk, which helps blinded vets manage their prescription medications.
Take 1 tablet by mouth.
There's also BARD, or the Braille and Audio Reading Download, which allows Fales to download any title from the Library of Congress. The foundation developed the collapsible Americane, which it distributed to thousands of blinded vets. And each year, the BAVF awards more than 100 $500 grants to visual impairment services coordinators from the VA to use for fun but informational outings with blinded veterans.
They not only saw a ball game, but they had an opportunity to learn more about the VA and what's available to them.
Every June, Fales and his wife host 300 to 500 people at their home for a Flag Day picnic, and the foundation holds a congressional awards reception on Capitol Hill, honoring 1 Democratic and 1 Republican lawmaker who have shown outstanding consideration for issues concerning sensory-disabled veterans.
Through this outreach, we educate the Congress to the needs of our nation's blinded vets and their families.
Fales is something of a fixture on Capitol Hill, testifying at congressional hearings and meeting often with the House Chairman on Veterans Affairs, Jeff Miller. He's influenced legislation ranging from veterans' preference to widows and widowers of veterans who would lose their benefits if they remarried.
But through the column and through my contacts on the Hill, we were able to change that. If it helps one veteran, it's effective.
For over 30 years, Fales has penned an advice column for veterans and their families that's run in Stars and Stripes and the Washington Times, and now goes out to 10 billion computers on military.com. His alias is Sergeant Shaft.
There's an old term that we use in the military: if you were being wrong, you were getting shafted.
Fales has met every president since Gerald Ford. He's been honored in the Marine Barracks Sunset Parade, and has received countless commendations, including this year's AMVETS Silver Helmet Rehabilitation Award.
I've been very, very fortunate. Unbelievable. I mean, who would have believed it? I sure as heck would have.
Lindsey Boerma, CBSNews.com, Washington, D.C.